Variations in autosomal dominant inheritance. Autosomal dominant inheritance is such an inheritance in which there are two alleles. One allele is dominant while the other allele is recessive. In case of autosomal dominant inheritance, that allele which is normal is usually recessive in nature, while the allele which is mutated, that is dominant inheritance. So in case of parents or in case of those individuals that have the autosomal dominant disease, they have two alleles. One allele is normal while the other allele is mutated. So mutated allele is usually dominant over the normal allele. In this case, we can see the inheritance pattern, that how autosomal dominant diseases inherit from the parents to the offsprings. So as a result of cross between two parents, one of the parent is normal while the second parent is affected. So this parent is affected because this parent has one of the mutated allele. So this allele is mutated. So as a cross of two individuals where one individual has the disease while the second individual is normal, so there would be 50% chance that the progeny will be affected and 50% will be the normal in case of autosomal dominant disorders. But there are certain variations which have been seen with autosomal dominant inheritance. Those most variations, they are penetrance. Penetrance is that a affected individual has a mutation and there is another affected individual that also have the mutation. But there is a difference between the penetrance. One of the individual would have severe effect of the phenotype while the second individual would have less severe effect of the phenotypes. Such a phenomena is called as penetrance. In some cases it will be highly penetrant and in some cases it will be less penetrant. So penetrance is usually seen in case of autosomal dominant inheritance. The second phenomena is called as expressivity. Expressivity is actually the severity of the disease. In some individuals, the disease would be severe and in some individuals, the disease would be less severe. So this phenomena is also seen in case of autosomal dominant inheritance. The third phenomena which is usually seen in case of autosomal dominant inheritance, that is pleiotropy. Pleiotropy is actually that one gene produces more than one phenotypes. On one hand, a gene produces one phenotype and on the other hand, same gene produces another phenotype. So this phenomena is called as pleiotropy. So if we conclude that in case of autosomal dominant inheritance, there are certain variations which have been seen in this pattern of inheritance. These are penetrance, expressivity and pleiotropy.